Hi, and thank you for joining us for yet another edition of the Phil Taylor Jones Show. We're certainly glad you're with us. I was on social media and I happened to see a post about Obastard and him wanting to give his illegal foreigners extra tax credits and breaks and money and Social Security and all of this kind of thing, which is just a travesty. And what shocked me even more than what he's proposing to do is the fact that some people actually criticize the person that made the post, saying that, oh, you know, that's just a spin. He can never do that. It'll never happen, and all of that. And I, was sort of taken aback by such, shall we say, cocky attitude. It used to be a time when we never thought that our land would be breached and a horrid form of terrorism would have taken place that would remain in our minds forever. And it did. 2001, September 11th, terrorism struck in a broad fashion. Never thought possible. We never thought possible that someone that we would elect to office would be such a megalomaniac that he would actually just, shred the Constitution. But it has happened. And for all intents and purposes, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a, quote, black man in the White House. Although this one isn't black, he appears to be black. There's a little percentage there that I guess tinted his, there's a little bit of melanin, I guess, more in his skin than past presidents that would make you think he was black. But it has happened. And this guy is undeniably the worst something we've ever had in the White House. We never thought it would happen. We never thought that we'd be the people that would inherit a $20 trillion deficit. But by the time he gets out of office, we will. It stands at 18 at current. We never thought that possible, but it has happened. When you think of war, one of the mainstays of war is never underestimate your opponent. No matter how big, how bad, how militarily strong you think you are, you never underestimate your opponent because you might find out that you'll be sitting on your butt. Well, the same way with this bastard, because he has shown time and time again that he will stop at nothing to forward his own agenda. So, they're sitting there, oh, he'll never be able to give them extra Social Security money or extra income tax funding and all of this, yada, yada. How do you know? There was a time that, well, yeah, these illegal foreigners will never be able to come across our land, but they're here. They're here in record numbers. And as of about 3 months ago, who was at the drum banging it for them to be here? Yes, Obastard. We never thought that we would have to have a medical program that we would be forced to have. Yes, forced. If you don't buy into Obastard care, you will be fined. So you're forced into it. We never thought that possible in America. So for those naysayers that say, oh, well, that'll never happen, he's just spinning a story, I don't know that to be true, because here in the past 6 years, we have been witnesses to things that we never would have thought have happened in this country. Most of them at his hand. Yeah, there have been some other derelict presidents in the back there that screwed up royally too. As I said, I'm not for Democrats, I'm not for Republicans, I'm not for politicians. I can't stand any of them. So that would behoove me to not be cocky, but to be careful. There's no telling what this bastard may do. Look at the situation in Gitmo. Look at the situation with him snuzzling up against and with his muzzy friends and relatives maybe. Look at how he acts or does not act towards various global situations. Like when they had the summit in Paris, France, after the Charlie Hebdo incident. All the members were there, all of the dignitaries were there, except him. And then he sent John Kerry over there with James Taylor to snuzzle up against him, with him, and saying, "You got a friend." Yeah, big bloody deal. We never would have thought of such idiocy in this country, but it's happened. So if he can be an idiot and push his own agenda on one score, then why wouldn't he push for his wonderful foreigners to get more funding from either income tax revenues or Social Security or anything else he wants to give them? He has systematically proven that he will do it. First of all, the man does not care about this country. He is the most anti-American president ever. The people, probably Vladimir Putin cares more about America than he does. Just kidding. Just trying to be facetious. But obviously, he does not care about this country. Because if he cared, he wouldn't have let these foreigners over here in the first place. If they're so industrious that they can either dig tunnels to get here, cross borders to get here, earn money to pay some crooked creep to bring them across the border, then why can't they be that industrious and work in their own damn country and get some kind of coalition going, or get with the people that want to improve things where they are? So that in and of itself shows that he does not give a damn about this country and that he is systematically trying to destroy it. So what other way to destroy it further financially than to give money or funding to people who don't really deserve it? And then for some people to sit by and cockily say, you know, it'll never happen. That's just the way he's spinning it. And that's crazy. This guy is a megalomaniac. We thought Hitler was bad. We thought Napoleon was bad. This character outshines them 10-1. He's a megalomaniac. He's insane. He's nuts. And history dictates you never underestimate a crazy person, because you'll never know what's in their feeble, or in some cases non-existent mind, whatever that is up there that they have thought processes going through. You never know. So it is foolish to underestimate what this man will do, because he's proven it time and time again that he'll do anything. If it's against the Constitution, if it's against the Supreme Court, if it's against the Congress, if it's against the law, he's going to do it. Because he's Barack Hussein Obama, and he can do anything he wants to. That's why it's dangerous for us to think that he won't do what he says he's going to do. Not being cocky, but careful is what we need to do. I hope you're having a good week. We're headed fast forward to the weekend. I hope your family is happy and healthy and doing well and prosperous in this new year. We're getting on up there. We're into February now. And as our grandmother used to say, if you can make January and February, you can march on through. So hopefully you all will march on through. And we need to keep an eye on this situation. You know, as I've said in other shows, we got this presidential election coming up. And they're gearing up for it. Different people are saying they're going to run. Some are dropping out. Some should drop out. Those that are still considering, hopefully they'll drop out, like Clinton and Bush. Romney, he's supposedly off the ticket. But now is our time to, really do the homework, do the scrutinizing, take nothing for granted, not be cocky. Because, we get rid of this old bastard, we don't know what's going to take his place. Hopefully it would be better, but history dictates that it goes from bad to worse. But at least we can be informed and keep an eye on things. As I always say, look hawkishly at some of these things, especially when it comes to political interests, because they're only interested in themselves. Look at the Koch brothers, just funding billions of dollars, to put this candidate in there and that candidate. Well, yeah, you put them in there because you were bought by the Koch brothers. You don't work for the people, you work for the Kochs. So, I mean, these are things to consider when looking at political matters. But again, folks, don't underestimate O'Bastard, because this guy is capable of anything. He's shown it. And for anybody who can't see it, I don't know what kind of blinders you have on. Just keep an eye on it, and let's do what we have to do. If it's call other political leaders, or write the newspaper, or get on the internet, or whatever it is you have to do to make your voice known, let's, to the extent possible, try to do that. Okay, for those of you seeing this video today, it's Thursday, so we're headed fast forward, as I said before, into the weekend. Have a good weekend. Try to stay happy and healthy in this crazy, mixed up, nutsy, cuckoo world we live in. Thank you for supporting me. The Google Plus folks, thank you. I really appreciated your support and all the comments and well wishes. We will continually try to bring you the best and brightest on the Phil Taylor Jones Show. So join us next time. Take care and bye-bye.